What up, dudes? It's Gaz, and welcome back to the Warframe video. So, we're going over the hotfix today, where DE took feedback on Circuit and Undercroft mode in Duviri, making some player-requested changes actually get added to the game. And we're also going to talk about the really late-game Steel Path Circuit and how the rewards for that are okay, but maybe could use a little bit of a touch-up, even more so. Before we get into it, make sure you're subbed to this channel. We do daily Warframe video uploads, even more than daily sometimes. And also check out the live stream channel. We do lots of Warframe streams over there, as well as, doing Steel Path Circuit runs like we'll be talking about today. Alright, so what happened with the hotfix today? Well, the hotfix today is update 33.0.4, and as far as what that was changed, the big thing is that they made it where the defense objective for Steel Path, Circuit, and Undercroft is going to be a lot more tanky. This was actually one of the biggest complaints that players had, is that people were saying the Circuit mode is really fun, but once you get to very high levels, the objective just literally gets one shot. If you look at the background gameplay, if you can see what's happening, we're at level, I think was that level 1,000 or something? Even these guys can destroy the excavator pretty much instantly. But the thing about excavation missions versus defense is that in excavation, you actually cannot fail. As long as you eventually get to the 300 cryotic you need to complete the wave, you will not fail. Defense missions are different. If an enemy blows up the defense objective, you just lose. I'm pretty sure, I haven't failed a defense mission yet in this, but I'm pretty sure if you fail it, you lose all the Circuit XP you got up to that point. And specifically, this is on the Steel Path. Now, what DE did to implement player feedback, when they brought this up on stream before, too, it's hilarious. They actually read my message off on stream, and I said, level 4,000 Thrax does not care about your intrinsics, because it's true. A lot of the intrinsics don't even do anything to help protect a defense objective against Thrax units, and they've actually specifically addressed that feedback in here. So, got the hotfix right here. As far as the first changes, the Undercroft, Landscape, and Circuit defense changes. The following changes have been made to address player feedback on the difficulty of defense stages in the Undercroft. They are geared to alleviate the conditions that were causing the defense target to get destroyed extremely fast, notably on the Steel Path. Yeah, they would basically just one or two shot it once you get to the level we're showing in the footage in the background. Now at level 99999, the defense objective will have over 1 million health, which still could die to an enemy, but we'll read up some more of these changes. It's not like they're just going to give you a free pass, and I wasn't expecting a free pass. It can't be, AFK exploitable, to be honest. So as far as the changes they've made to the defense objective, the defense target level now scales between stages. The defense target scaling occurs alongside enemy level scaling between stages up to level 50. After level 50, the scaling rate decreases over time to maintain a level of challenge in the circuit. Basically expect 1 million health defense objective at level 9999. Increase the defense target's starting level in Steel Path from 76 to 101. So right off the bat, it will even have more HP. Increase the rate at which the defense target shields recharge. That's great. It was pretty much only one of your lines of defense there, is that shield recharge. Additionally, they've reduced the damage the defense target can take from Thrax units. Now, they didn't put an exact number in here, but yeah, you should still be trying to spawn kill those Thrax, even if they deal less damage to the objective than they did yesterday, because those Thrax, at least before the change, they were dealing multiple 100,000 per scythe slash. So if a Thrax is on top of the objective for any amount of time at high levels, you just failed. So they've changed that. It would be pretty hard for me to calculate what the damage percentage change was, but just expect it to be less damage overall against the Thrax against the objective. Defense rounds will now only start when someone enters the defense target's radius. So basically, if you don't get near the defense objective, it will not start the waves. And all these other things are just quality of life changes, like the Sun and Moon blueprint is now purchasable from offerings to complete the Duviri quest, blah blah blah. So you can reacquire the Sun and Moon and all that if you sold it on accident. And there was also a bug fix because apparently if you were renaming your horse, the Kaith, it would cost 15 platinum and that was not intended. So they gave everybody back the platinum that used it on there. Alright, so that is going to be the patch notes. So the big things here is they took player feedback. The main complaint was pretty much defense it feels like a sore thumb. People were asking for them to replace defense with interception. replace it with like whatever, like Void Cascade or whatever. So as far as the only failable defense, or the only failable missions for Circuit, you got Survival and you still got Defense. Everything else cannot be failed, which is kind of nice. But at the same time, you know, if you have not the best loadouts, an excavation like this could be a struggle. Hilariously, Frost is one of the best frames for Circuit because his bubble technically is invincible right when you cast it. He can armor strip enemies. He can CC enemies. There you go. That Thrax right there, soften them up, insta-kill for Mesa. So, yeah, it kind of came down to, like, if you don't have Frost, you're pretty much screwed. Octavia's really good for this, too, as is Zephyr. I'm probably going to have a Circuit tier list coming out in the next couple days here. But, yeah, it's a little bit less annoying if you don't have Frost now, which I still would recommend Frost if you do want to go later game in this. Okay, now that we've shown what has been changed, let's talk about the Steel Path Circuit rewards, specifically after you get past rank 10. Now, I know this is not really intended, but I'm just gonna, I want to like just talk about this anyway because I had this happen to me last week. Now, once you get past rank 10 with these Steel Path Circuit rewards, and you get your 2 Incarnate Unlockers, you will get an extra, there's basically a reward pool for what you can get afterwards. That's actually right here. You will not see this until you get to rank 10, I believe. So once you get past rank 10, here's what you can get. Now, it might seem like it's like, oh, rank 11 will be Arcane Intervention, rank 12 will be Shotgun Vendetta. No, it's not the case. This is actually a pool of what can drop every wave, or rather every rank up. And as you can see, 1,400 Circuit XP to get to the next rank. It's a good amount of grinding. It's about like, I think it's over 10 waves to get to the next rank. That's per rank. Now, this looks great. You get the new Arcanes. They're extremely bottlenecked. You can get like 1 per day from the vendor if you have the rank 10 opportunity. But once we get to the end of this list, we come into a potential issue, especially for me, with bad luck. Now, we have a bunch of Arcanes, but the last 2 things in this pool are 1,000 Endo and 5,000 credits. So you are completing about 10 waves of Steel Path Circuit for a chance of getting an Arcane, but also a chance of getting 5,000 credits for all that work and all that grinding. And I might sound a little bit annoyed because this happened to me last week. Twice! I got 1,000 Endo twice! I was trying to farm some Arcanes to try some stuff out. But yes, after 10 waves of Steel Path Circuit, which admittedly was fun, it was fun to play it, I got 1,000 Endo for my effort. If I would have gotten 5,000 credits, I would have gone crazy. I feel like if you're going to be putting credit caches in Steel Path, a good amount of grind required to get to this stuff, dude, legit, make this like at least like 100, maybe even 100 times multiplied. I want an actual substantial drop if I'm grinding out all this stuff because, reminder, these enemies in the Steel Path Circuit and Circuit in general don't even drop anything. If any enemy drops credits in the Circuit, that's probably a bug because I've had times where Lua Thrax Plasmas drop in between waves. So you're doing this mission that drops pretty much nothing. You're getting only Circuit XP and Rune Marrow from it. And you have a chance to get completely screwed over by RNG. Now, I know there has to be bad drops to make the good drops feel better. I mean, I would be super happy to get a Shotgun Vendetta from this. But yeah, I feel like this could maybe get changed. Maybe multiply the Endo to like 10,000 Endo, multiply the credits to like 100,000 credits or something. I would say just maybe even remove the credits altogether. Because you don't want people to... Actually, maybe they want this to be as bottlenecked and annoying as possible because they want people to be playing this for a long time. But yeah, these Arcanes are so bottlenecked. Like I said, you can get 1 per day from this vendor over here, and then you get like 2 from like your Steel Path rank up per week. And then after that, it's like if you want to grind the Steel Path Circuit, you have a chance to get this. But I'm just saying the chance of getting 1,000 Endo is just such a feels bad that maybe DE should look into changing that in the future. So that's going to be your overview on the patch today and my opinions on the Steel Path Circuit drops past level 10. Of course, it's not... I would say that the stuff past level 10 is not as big of a deal, but it would be nice just, to make it where you actually feel like you're getting rewarded, not feeling like I'm getting, like, kind of, like, laughed at by DE. Like, here's your 1,000 Endo. That number doesn't even seem properly thought out. Oh, but while we're at it, why is this 5,000 Kuva? I know it's only from 1 Oro Worm kill's worth, but, man, 5,000 Kuva is basically, like, nothing, so... Maybe they could change this too. It's a pretty underwhelming number, although it's not that high of a price to buy us in the first place. So, I'll see you guys next time for your support, and see you on stream as well. Take it easy. Peace.